Hello, students. I am here with the first lesson, a letter to God. At first, I will read this lesson and then I will tell you summary and I will assign you some homework also. So this is first lesson, a letter to God. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. From the height, one could see the river and the field of ripe corn. The house, the only one in entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. From this height, one could see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with the flower that always promised a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. Throughout the morning, Lancho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but see the sky toward the northeast. Now we are really going to get some water, woman. The woman who was preparing supper replied, "Yes, God willing." The older boy was working in the fields while the smaller one was playing near the house until the woman called to them all, "Come for dinner." It was during the meal that just as Just as Lancho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall. In the northeast, huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The men went out for another region, then to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed, "These aren't the raindrops falling from the sky. They are new coins. The big drops are 10 cents pieces and the little ones are 5." With a satisfied expression, he regarded the fields of ripcord with his flowers, draped in a curtain of rain. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, very large hailstones began to fall. These truly did resemble new silver coins. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearl. "It's really getting bad now," exclaimed the man. "I hope it passes quickly." It did not pass quickly. For an hour, the hill rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were grown from the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. When the storm had passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his son, "A plague of locusts will have left more than this. The hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn." That night was a sorrowful one. All our work for nothing. Dear, dear is no one who can help us. We will go hungry this year. But in the hearts of all who live in the solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. Don't be so upset, even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. That's what they say. No one dies of hunger. All through the night, Lencho thought only of his one hope, the hope of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. Lencho was an ox of man, worked like an animal in the fields, but still he knew how to write. The following Sunday at daybreak he began to write a letter which he himself would carry on to town and place in the mail. It was nothing less than a letter to God. God, he wrote, if you didn't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to show my fields again and to live until the drop comes because the hailstone. He wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside, and still troubled went to town. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. One of the employees, who was a postman, had also helped at the post office, went to his boss, laughing heartily, and showed him the letter of God. Never in his career as a postman and he known that address the postmaster, a fat, amiable amiable fellow also broke out laughing, but almost immediately he turned serious and taping the letter on his desk commented, what faith! I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter, starting up a correspondence with God. So, in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea, answered the letter, but when he opened it, it was evident that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill, ink, and paper, but he stuck to his resolution. He asked for money from his employees. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos, so he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho and with it a letter containing only a single word as a signature, God. The following Sunday, Lencho came at a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. It was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, experiencing the the con- contentment of a man who had performed a good deed look on from his office. Lancho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Such was his confidence, but he became angry when he counted the money. God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lancho what he had requested. Immediately, Lencho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink on the public writing table. He started to write with much working of his brow, caused by the effort he had to make to express his idea. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp which he licked and then affixed the to the envelope with a blow of his fist. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. He asked, God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached for me. Send me the rest since I needed it was very I needed it very much. It don't send it to me through the mail because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. Lencho. Students, as you know, this is an interesting story. It is a story of a farmer named Lencho. Lencho was a hard worker farmer. He lived in a valley. His house was on the top of the hill. He could see his fields from there. He expected a good crop. The field needed some drops of rain. He was hopeful for rain. During his meals, the rain began to start. Lancho was happy. He was overjoyed. He went out to feel the pleasure of rain. But, but suddenly a strong wind came and hailstones began to fall. It hailed over the city, over the valley, over the fields, and the fields turned white. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were vanished from the tree. Lancho was so sad. Lancho told his sons that they would go hungry this year. There was no one who could help them. All through the night, Lancho thought of only one hope, the help from God. Lancho believed that God eyes saw everything and he would not let them die of hunger. The following Sunday, he wrote a letter to God and and asked him 100 pesos. And he wrote outside of the envelope at the place of address to God. And um, at the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the letter box. A postman showed the letter written to God to the postmaster. The postmaster was a good tempered man. He loved that in his life, in his life, he in his life he never saw such type of correspondence at the name of God. But when he opened the letter, the writer had asked him for 100 pesos. Pesos means the currency. A postman showed the letter, returned to the God to the correspondence, and when the postmaster opened the letter, he he read the letter that the writer was asked for 100 pesos. The postmaster asked for money from his employees. He also gave him a part of his salary. He requested his friends to give some pesos. It was impossible for him to collect 100 pesos. He put the money in an envelope and addressed to Lencho and signed and put this signature of God. The following Sunday, Lencho received the letter. When the Lencho counted the money, he became angry because when he counted, he found only 70 pesos. He wrote another letter to God to send him the rest of money. He requested not to send it through the mail because the post office employees are of a bunch of cooks. ये समरी जो मैं हिंदी में बता रहा हूँ वो ये है कि लेंचो, ये जो कहानी है ये लेंचो नामक एक किसान की है और वो बहुत मेहनती था। एक घाटी में रहता था और घाटी के ऊपरी हिस्से में चोटी से वो वहाँ रहता था जहाँ से उसको पूरा जो उसके जो खेत हैं वो सब दिखाई देते थे। उसको अच्छी फसल की उम्मीद थी और बशर्ते इसके लिए कुछ बारिश की बूंदें या कुछ वर्षा की आवश्यकता थी। अब जब जैसे ही वो सब भोजन करने लगे तो वर्षा होने लगी। लेंचो खुशी से अभिभूत था और खुश था, लेकिन उसकी खुशी का ठिकाना कुछ देर तक रहा क्योंकि कुछ देर बाद ही ओले के बड़े-बड़े बारिश के साथ बड़े-बड़े ओले गिरने लगे और जिस फसल को देख कर के वो खुश था वो फसल सारी बर्बाद हो चुकी थी और उसने अपने बच्चों से कहा कि वो इस साल भूखे पड़ जाएंगे। लेकिन उसको विश्वास था कि भगवान जो ये सब कुछ देख रहा था वो उनकी मदद अवश्य करेगा। इसलिए वो अगले संडे को उसने भगवान के लिए पत्र लिखा कि उसको 100 पीसोज जो रकम होती है 100 रुपये 100 पीसेज उसको चाहिए कि वो उसको भेज दे और वो खुद पोस्ट ऑफिस गया। उसने जैसे कि एक लेटर पर जो टिकट लगता है उसने उस पर टिकट लगाया और उसने एड्रेस की जगह पर किसका नाम लिख दिया, ईश्वर का नाम लिख दिया, भगवान का नाम लिख दिया। और जब पोस्टमैन ने वो लेटर खोला, वो लेटर देखा कि उस पर ईश्वर का एड्रेस है। वो पोस्ट मास्टर के पास गया जो पोस्ट ऑफिस का मालिक होता है, उसके पास गया और उसने कहा कि ये ईश्वर के नाम का पत्र। पोस्ट मास्टर जो एक हंसमुख व्यक्ति था वो उसने भी अपने जीवन में पहली बार देखा था कि किसी ने भगवान के नाम पर पत्र लिखा हुआ है। तो जब उसने पत्र देखा, इस पत्र में वो देख कर के आश्चर्य हो गया कि जो राइटर था, जो लेखक था, उसने उस ईश्वर से 100 पीस उसकी क्या की है, डिमांड की है, माँगा है। लेकिन उसने जब देखा तो उसने वो उसकी मदद करना चाहता था, उस आदमी के विश्वास को डिगाना नहीं चाहता था वो, जिसने भगवान के नाम से क्या किया है, पत्र शुरू किया है। इसलिए उसने अपने जितने एम्प्लॉयज थे, कलीग्स थे, उनसे उसने क्या किया, इस अच्छे कार्य के लिए पैसे मांगे। स्वयं भी उसने अपने वेतन का एक हिस्सा उसको दिया और अपने जितने मित्र थे उनसे भी उसने क्या किया, जो ये दान के इस पुनीत कार्य में देने की अपील की। लेकिन वो 100 पीसों को जुटा नहीं पाया और 100 पैसों को जुटा न पाने के कारण उसने जितने भी पैसे थे उसने उनको लिफाफे में रखे और लेंचो का जो पता है उसको लिख दिया था उसने। लेंचो जैसे ही पोस्ट ऑफिस में गया दूसरे दिन, तो उसने किसने, पोस्टमैन ने उसके नाम का उसको वो लिफाफा थमाया, पत्र थमाया। लेकिन जैसे ही उसने ही काउंटेड द मनी, उसने जैसे ही पैसे गिने, वो भौचक्का रह गया। उसने देखा, गिना, वहाँ केवल 70 पीसों थी। उसने पुनः पोस्ट ऑफिस से कागज, पेन और इंक मांगा और दोबारा एक लेटर लिखा कि भगवान, आपने मेरी मदद की, मदद के लिए शुक्रिया, लेकिन आपने जो पैसे भेजे हैं वो केवल कितने रुपये हैं, 70 पीसों है, 70 रुपये हैं। मुझे बाकी के पैसे भेजने की कृपा करें, क्योंकि हम भूखे मर जाएंगे, अगली फसल की तैयारी भी करनी है। और लेकिन उसने ये लिखा कि do not send the rest money through the post office because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks। कि पोस्ट ऑफिस के द्वारा मुझको ये पैसे मत भेजना, क्योंकि जो पोस्ट ऑफिस के जो एम्प्लॉयज़ हैं वो क्या हैं, वो जो हैं वो बेईमान हैं। तो इस प्रकार से ये लेसन हमने बिल्कुल ब्रीफ में, बिल्कुल संक्षिप्त में ये लेसन जो है हमने समाप्त कर दिया है। अब देखिए इस लेसन के अंतर्गत जो हमारे शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस हैं, जो शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस हैं, जैसे व्हाट डिड लेंचो होप फॉर, व्हाई डिड लेंचो सीज द रेंट ऑफ स्क्वायर द न्यू कॉइन्स। नंबर 3 है हाउ डिड द रेन चेंज, हाउ डिड द रेन चेंज, व्हाट हैपेंड टू लेंचोस फील्ड, what were लेंचोस feeling when the hail stopped। एक ये हो गया, ये 4 क्वेश्चन, these are 4 questions and these are another questions। who or what did Lencho have faith in, what did he do? Next, who read the letter, what did the postmaster do with। तो ये जो आज के जो ये क्वेश्चंस हैं, टूडेज क्वेश्चंस, दीज आर टोटल 7 क्वेश्चंस। you will note down these questions on your notebook and try to answer the questions, and you will share these questions on the groups में आप ये क्वेश्चन को डालेंगे और देखूंगा मैं ग्रुप में ही इस क्वेश्चन को चेक करूंगा। तो नेक्स्ट डे पर हम मिलते हैं अगले लेसन के साथ। Thank you. Wish you a good day. Thank you.